Be careful who you allow in your circle. Now, one thing I've learned over the course of my life, and I'm only 22 years old, I'm not going to make it seem like I'm old as shit. One thing that I've learned throughout the course of my life is one of the most painful things you can feel is betrayal. Betrayal by somebody you love, somebody you put your trust in, or just relational trauma. No matter if that's a parent, a loved one, a significant other, no matter what. So when I say be careful who you allow in your circle, I just mean be very discerning on who you allow yourself to get close to, who you allow to be more personal with you, who you allow in your life. You get what I'm saying? Because it can be very damaging. It can even lead to you losing your life. You get what I'm saying? And that may sound extreme, but how many situations do you think people have been in where they were with the wrong person and the wrong person did something that they shouldn't have, and then they became guilty by association? You get what I'm saying? Or they lost their lives because of a decision that somebody else made. You get what I'm saying? Or they made a emotional or irrational decision because of the people that were around them and influencing them. That's why I say you have to be careful about who you are allow around you. And you know the saying that you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And while I do agree with that, to a certain degree, I also stand on biblical statutes. And I know that Joseph was in a whole country of unbelievers, but he still was faithful to God. And God appointed him as the number 2 above all the nations, or above that whole nation, not all the nation, but the number 2 above that whole nation. And the only person that was above him in that nation was Pharaoh. And that was only due to his title, literally. You get what I'm saying? So it's it does get to a point where if the Lord appoints you to be in a place where people are not like you, you get what I'm saying? That's different. But there's a difference between the Lord putting you somewhere and you putting yourself a place. You get what I'm saying? Just be very wary of who you allow in your circle, especially when it comes to a significant other. You get what I'm saying? Because, as males getting cheated on, obviously I'm not a girl. Obviously it would hurt as a girl, you get what I'm saying? But I'm not a girl, so I don't know how a girl really, you get what I'm saying? I know how the human feels, but I don't know. I'm not a girl, so I can't speak for a girl. That's simple. The girl, you put your trust in, that you love the most, whatever. Her cheating, her lying, or her doing something that just was against everything that she said or that she did or everything that she claimed to be. It's one of the worst pains you can feel. You get what I'm saying? You see those videos where, you see those dudes where it's just she's busy and shit like that. Even me seeing those videos, it hurts me, and it's not even my girl. You get what I'm saying? Because I understand the pain of being betrayed by somebody that you put your all into. You get what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to a significant other. I know how it feels to be betrayed or feel like you were betrayed by your parents. You get what I'm saying? Or just betrayed by the so-called friends that you believe that you have. And I know the deep depths of depression or just certain things that it can put you in, and the perpetual states of sadness that it can keep you in. So that's why I say you need to be very careful and wary of who you allow in your circle. Maybe I shouldn't say careful. I don't really like to say careful, but be very discerning on who you allow to be close to you. Everybody doesn't have to be your best friend. Everybody doesn't have to be your friend. Everybody doesn't deserve to have relations with you. You have to remember that. You have to guard your heart. You have to guard your energy. You have to do everything that you can to protect you and your peace. You get what I'm saying? And I don't mean your false sense of peace, going out partying, going out clubbing. None of that shit is real peace. I mean the true peace that is given from God, from Jesus Christ. Your true peace, your actual peace. You have to do everything to guard that. Because if you're a believer, Satan's going to do anything that he can to pull you away from God. He's going to use anybody. He's going to use anything. He's going to use any situation. He is going to get the grimiest and dirtiest. He's going to go to the depths, things that you will never expect, to get you to turn away from God, to curse God, to whatever. Even when you look at the book of Job, you see the lengths that Satan went to just to try to prove to God that Job was only following him because God was good to him. You get what I'm saying? So you just have to be careful, be mindful. Be mindful of who you allow around you. Because me personally, some of the worst pains I've ever felt was from relational trauma, from people stabbing me in my back, from people, lying to me, from people hurting me. You get what I'm saying? I'm never going to portray this image that I'm perfect and I was always, I'm perfected by the blood of Christ. Yes. But I'm not going to portray this image I'm not, I've never made a mistake, or I've never hurt anybody, or I was always this perfect friend, or this perfect significant other, or this perfect, brother, or whatever. But I just know me. I know certain things. I know if I tell you I love you, I'm not going to do certain things to you. If I tell you I love you, I'm not going to look you dead in your eyes and lie to you. If I tell you I love you, I'm not going to go behind your back and do something super grimy. If I tell you I love you, I'm going to show it. I'm going to have my actions prove that. You get what I'm saying? Because I know how it feels for people to tell you stuff and it not be the truth. You know what I'm saying? So protect your heart. Guard yourself. Everybody doesn't deserve to be around you. Everybody doesn't deserve to be a friend. Everybody doesn't deserve to be your girlfriend. Everybody doesn't deserve to be around you, your best friend or whatever. Protect your energy. Be careful of who you allow in your space or your life or whatever, because it can lead to catastrophic damage. It can put you in places that you may never get out of. Bro, if you don't have the right resources, it may, and like I said, it even may have you lose your life. So be mindful. But yeah, this is all I really wanted to say. I was just thinking about it. I was just watching a couple different videos on a couple different things. So I just wanted to get express my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys, for all the support and the love, Thank you guys for helping me hit 600 subscribers again. I'm at like 633 now, 634, something along those lines. At the time of recording this video, I give glory to God, Jesus Christ the Nazarene, the one true living God. I give appreciation to him. He's the one that gives me the passion, and by his grace, I'm able to get up every day and record and, make these videos and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I give glory to God, like and comment. Let me know any topics that you want me to talk about, or if you have any opinions on what I'm saying. And, I like engaging with the comments, on my other video, my 2 videos ago, I had a lot of comments, just trying to edify me and, tell me, give me motivation, give me different things and different perspectives on how, they look at it and on how I should be. You know what I'm saying? There's obviously all, positive. Like, nobody's telling me to do anything really that's like inherently negative or in a way where they like are trying to be negative. You know what I'm saying? Even if I may not agree with everything they might have been saying, I still appreciate the engagement. It shows that people spent their time to actually listen to what I'm saying and appreciate what I'm saying, and even took their time out to, give me advice, So let me know in the comments what y'all think. I appreciate you guys for watching. I love you guys. Peace.